Okay. Okay, I'm gonna transfer to live. Okay, we're live.
Yay,
Hello, everybody. We're live.
Hi.
Hi.
We were singing copyrighted music again.
Because we
Hey,
can't
I'll be
stop
off
singing
pitch so they won't
musical.
notice that it's copyrighted.
Yeah. There you go. Just sing it really off key. Yeah.
Me all the
Like-
time singing.
Yeah, we're golden.
Okay, there we go. We
All
should
right.
have just popped
Should
up, I think.
we introduce
so we can
ourselves?
introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see.
I can see.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah. I go by Zero Queen on TikTok, and my pronouns are she, her.
Beck, I think you're up.
Beck.
Hi, I'm Beck. I'm born to be a book nerd on TikTok, and my pronouns are they, them, or she, her.
Hi, I'm Carter. I am Carter's here on TikTok, and my pronouns are they, them.
Are we?
Oh, sorry.
Or
I
was
got
it-
distracted. I'm trying to make sure our stream has good health right now. Hi, I'm Hazel the Radar, and I am, I go by Hazel. I did that out of order. Sorry, guys. And my pronouns are she, her.
I am Jay. I'm Red Gold Cosplay on TikTok, and I go by she, her pronouns.
I'm Julia. I'm Julie Rhapsody on TikTok, and then my pronouns are she, her.
Kelpie. My name is Kelpie Flake on TikTok and everything else. And what was it? I use they, them. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Peyton. My TikTok is Raccoon Prince, and I use she, her pronouns.
Okay, that's all of us. We introduced ourselves, and we did it successfully. Yay. Okay,
Yay.
so before we start answering questions, because I don't think we really have that many yet, I had a story I was going to share, but then we had to end our Patreon live to go over to you guys, so I wanted to share that story real fast. We were talking about animals to give some background and the crazy animals we have. So when I was growing up, I lived kind of in the woods, but not really. I live in Washington State, so most of the western side of our state is woods. I technically live in a rainforest, and so bears aren't uncommon, but they're not that common either. And several times throughout my childhood, they had to close down our school and like go into lockdown because there was a bear spotted nearby. And then years and years later, it was that my brother and I realized that I think all those lockdowns, because they kind of stopped when a certain event happened. We had him, they thought it was a bear, and so they locked down the whole school because my super friendly old dog got too close to the school and they thought he was a bear. And then when he passed away at a good old age, they stopped locking down the school for bears. So we were pretty sure that's what happened.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so
That's
that was the story I
hilarious.
wanted to share because
That's
Iconic.
fantastic.
We love
At
that.
my school in elementary school, there was a grate, like the kids ate outside, and there's like a sewage grate type thing, so like for rainwater and such. And in 5th grade, we figured out an alligator was living in there. We used to feed it bits of our lunch through the grate, but we got in trouble when the school found out we were feeding an alligator during our lunchtime as 11-year-olds, and that's on living in Florida.
yeah,
That's
fun
Is
times.
Florida okay?
Cats would sometimes go near our school and everybody would be like, help, yeah. What's happening with you guys? I mean, like, not to brag or anything, but my state was kind of the one that pioneered the lockdown drills, so you're welcome.
Yeah, we just didn't go outside for recess. They were just like, it's too dangerous. We don't want any little kids getting carried off by a bear, aka my dog.
I mean, fair.
So I don't know what
we
they
have,
thought. Like I think they thought he was he wasn't big enough to be a bear. Like he was probably the size of a baby bear, like a cub. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they were scared, because when
That's
those
really
cubs, those
funny.
moms.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, anyways, that
So
was
there
my story.
are already a couple questions about the
The elephant.
the live action or the Disney Plus adaptation.
We're all really excited. I think I
some-
can say that, right?
Bookworm asked, "How do you all feel about the new adaptation?" And there was another question. Hannah, I'm not going to pronounce your last name because I would butcher it. Said, "So is Percy Jackson really coming to Disney Plus?"
That's what we're hearing. Oh, we're not in
I'm
Carador.
hearing
For
an
some
echo.
reason, I
Echo.
thought we were in Carador. No, where the echo's coming from. And so I was gonna answer in Carador, and then I realized we're not doing an in Carador live stream. And I was like,
You're so
I was
valid.
so conditioned.
I don't
to
even know what
answering
character I
character
thought
that
I
it's
was.
just an automatic response.
Yeah, it's an automatic response for us at this point.
I also had no
I
Carador
think we're
in mind.
all really
I just-
excited. We were all freaking out about this before the live stream.
Yeah, we were all hanging out, and one person like pulled up the video on their phone to show it to the rest
Yeah.
of the video call.
Oh, yeah.
And we were all just screaming.
Too panicked and excited to
Julia
even
came on,
screen
like,
share.
guys. And then everybody was like, what? And then it was just like Julia like panicked, like opening the phone and just being like, listen, and everybody was like, what? And then like it was dead silence. Rick said like it's coming to Disney Plus, and everybody was like
I filmed my reaction video on the Zoom call.
I was in the car with my sister. I was playing music. I was scrolling through my Instagram, and I saw Rick Riordan posted a video, and I started to scream. I paused the music, and over the aux in the car, I played at top volume the video, and I started screaming. And my sister was laughing at me, but she was happy for me. I was having a moment.
No.
So I found out because I've decided to stop captioning for like hard of hearing people. I've been trying to caption my videos. This is something I came to decide today. So I was in the middle of captioning drafts when I checked my notifications, and Beck had tagged me saying like, oh, we're going live later, and also check Rick Riordan's Twitter. And I was like, I think I know what this is, but let me go check. And then that's how I found out.
Yeah, I was like, freaking out at OOC, and then I'm like, oh, you're doing a live later. You should probably mention that.
I did a excited video, and I forgot to mention my own live stream in the video. I had to put it in the comments. I was like, I was just excited. I was too excited to think the fact that I should
Was I the
advertise
only
on
one that
live.
Yeah,
remembered to
no.
announce the live stream?
honestly my
Good
whole
job.
For You page is people screaming about it. So like I would have
Yeah.
if I wasn't on the Zoom call, I would have found out very quickly.
I found out on
posted one of
TikTok.
my drafts, and instead of talking about what was in, the video, I was key smashing and screaming about the video and the announcement. Like,
Also, to be fair, I have been like prepping my videos that I'm releasing leading up to tomorrow's stream. So I forgot to prep for this stream because also I was supposed to be on yesterday, not today, but then my dog decided to be very dumb.
you're so valid.
As animals do.
Somebody's
better
asking
prepping
if
than
it's
me.
only on Disney Plus. I just wanted to give a lot of advice here for somebody that was a Star Trek fan. I watched the first season of Discovery and not the second one, but that's a whole nother topic. Anyways, when I was trying to save money instead of paying for a ridiculous number of subscriptions, I just waited till all the episodes were out, and then I subscribed and binged it as fast as I could, and then canceled the subscription before they charged me extra. So
Yeah,
I would wait till
So
Disney
good.
Plus comes out all the way, and I think you even get a 7-day free trial, and then just binge the crap out of it during that 7-day trial.
That's so smart.
Also,
Oh my God.
also wait. Okay, so here's another tip. I just realized. This is kind of not the best thing. So I'm not actually advising this. I'm just delivering information.
This is just something that somebody could theoretically do, but
yeah,
they
and I'm
shouldn't.
not
We're not
connecting
advising
it to
this.
anything. I'm
We're
just
not
gonna say
recommending any specific
What-
course of action.
the thing
This
I'm
is not
suggesting-
endorsed by anybody on this
Describing them as
stream. It's
possible.
just something somebody could do.
For
There's
legal
a
reasons, everything
website.
said Cosplay was a joke.
Yes. There's a website though called privacy.com. I think that's what it's called. I think it's @.com. There's also an app called the Privacy app, and you can basically, I use this to make sure that when I'm doing a free trial, and I ADHD, so I forget pretty easily that I have a free trial going. You can basically set up a decoy like code that connects to your bank account, and then you can set like a withdrawal limit, so it'll only let you withdraw $1, or like that's usually where I set it to. And then that way, when the automatic subscription comes in, it just bounces and it doesn't actually withdraw from your account, and you can cancel that subscription before they accidentally charge you. So I'm not saying you should do
That's
this
really
in connection
smart.
to Disney Plus to get extra free trials with different credit card numbers. I'm just saying that this is a thing that exists out there. So privacy.com.
That's
We're
I
not
did not know I
sponsored.
was
See,
doing
I
this.
need that because Audible charged me for multiple months without me realizing it. I was
Oh
just
my
trying
God.
to use that free trial to read The Burning Maze, and it charged me money.
Quick interruption. Hey Noah, you're an amazing little brother. I love you too.
Noah, we stand.
Noah
We love you.
appreciation.
Noah's the best. He said the 10th letter of the alphabet was his favorite because look at this icon, and then I literally had to count the letters of the alphabet to realize that J is the 10th letter.
Love
know what?
Jay.
I think it was Abby that brought this up yesterday when Noah made a comment about the 26th letter being his favorite letter of the alphabet. And so I'm actually working on trying to get a business going, basically, where I'm going to try to help local conventions run panels of their own. And so I've been making a promo video, and that little bit from yesterday is being added to the promo video to kind of be like, connect with your community. So thank you, Noah, for the great comment, because Abby had to call it out yesterday, and now it's in the video. So
Ainsley Stedman asked a question for everyone. What is your favorite cosplay that is not Percy Jackson related? So not everybody here cosplays outside of Percy Jackson. I cosplay outside of Percy Jackson. I actually started cosplaying way before I started cosplaying Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my favorite cosplay.
Oh, I can go. I have my favorite.
I have my answer.
Oh,
too.
Beck can go first because they're above me.
We should go Beck, Hazel, and then me, because I've
Okay.
got
I
my
haven't
answer.
posted a lot just because I keep getting distracted by my mutuals inspiring me to do stuff in Percy Jackson stuff,
Mood.
but like I have an Aubrey Little cosplay from the Adventure Zone that I'm excited to show people. And I've also got a Rita cosplay from the Penumbra podcast. That character has such fun, upbeat energy, and it's really fun to like film for her because I just get to be a wacky cartoon character. Like I can never reach the princess levels of being a cartoon character, but I can try with that character.
So, my favorite cosplay, I posted a little bit of her on my TikTok account back before I upgraded her, my cosplay for her, and then I also posted some recently, and I was going to post a lot more than I recently did, but then JC happened, and I got really distracted posting JC stuff. Anyways, my favorite character, though, is Peggy Calder. She's my favorite character and my favorite character to cosplay. She was my first character to cosplay, too, and I love this character so much. I've been having a little bit of issues because of creepy, awful, gross people on TikTok, mostly old men commenting on like Peggy videos, but that's not going to stop me because Peggy wouldn't let that stop her, so... Anyways, Peggy's my
I
favorite
love your
character,
Peggy.
though.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, your Peggy is great.
It's my favorite
I think
cosplay.
my favorite cosplay is probably Volume 7 Ruby Rose from the Rooster Teeth show Ruby. I just feel really cool wearing that cosplay. And if it's not that one, then it's Erica from Princess and the Pauper, because I worked so hard on that dress and it turned out really well and I'm really proud of it. So
My favorite cosplay outside of Percy Jackson, at least that I've posted on TikTok, is my D&D character, Riven, because he's just a cute little elf boy and I love him so much.
Yeah, your stuff for that is so cool.
And he's so adorable. And I just love them. And if it's not that, my favorite cosplay, like outside of TikTok that I haven't done, is oddly enough Yang from Ruby, because that one was kind of my first official cosplay, and I had to make her gauntlets and everything, and so she's just kind of like near and dear to my heart.
What was it?
Mine.
Go ahead, Payne.
You can go.
Sherry. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, I don't post anything. I didn't make any TikToks. I just did it as like a fun thing with friends to go at conventions. But Suyu from My Hero was like one that I was really happy with, because what was it? It was one of my first cosplays that I wore outside, and also like I have an amazing time going to conventions as her. Like, I don't know anybody else's conventions, but like in Ireland, they've all been pretty good. Especially when I was at Suyu, I had amazing conversations with people. And I currently am trying to do Moomin again, because like I need to restyle his wig, and I love playing Moomin because he's all pretty and stuff, and it's like all soft and cottagecore, and then like you actually see his character, and he will slap anybody who gets on his nerves. And like my friend does Snufkin. Yeah. So it's like a fun thing that we do, like that we talk about together, like Moomin and Snufkin. We're just like, as soon as we get outside, we're going to the woods. So those are two ones, but I have a bunch of other ones I want to do.
The one that my favorite non-PGO cosplay I've done, I actually haven't posted or recorded yet. I just put it together like last night, but I'm going to be doing Flora Delacour from Harry Potter, and Loki's super hyped about it.
I am hyped about that now.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for that.
Thanks.
I wanted to address a quick comment. Someone was saying that I should do Badass Audios as Peggy, and I have done some of them, but I also, my tactic to get rid of a lot of them has been posting content of our favorite female chauvinist, Ia, because I think she's intimidating, and I can use I Hate Men audios with her and still be super canon. So I've been posting some Ia content after my Peggy content to like follow up. Yeah.
Nice.
Can I answer the cosplay question? Sorry,
yes.
I didn't know if we were going to go on Twitter.
Course.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So TikTok really hates it, the algorithm, but I love cosplaying Prince Eric so much.
I
love
Yes,
it.
I love your Prince Eric so much.
Fantastic.
You have no idea
I just
how
love
much I
it.
love your Prince Eric.
Thank you. So much. No. I just love huddling Max so much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. The TikTok algorithm kind of sucks, and by kind of I mean
I
it
don't know
sucks.
what it is.
Yeah.
I will never understand.
They're like, you know what, Julia's posting Little Mermaid. Let's just not show it to anyone.
I think what I want is like,
you know what?
I like to keep you in a
I
box.
kind of want to throw
so
together an Ariel cosplay just to duet your Eric. Like,
Let's do it.
what if I cosplayed Grimsby? What if I cosplayed Grimsby?
So I just saw someone ask, and it's related to a question that I'm seeing come back up in the chat a couple of times, like how might one start cosplaying? And also someone else is asking, when we started cosplaying, did we go straight to spending money or start with closet cosplay?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that one. Laura Werner's been asking that question a lot. Is how did we?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Personally, just to start, I am almost completely a closet cosplayer. Everything that I use for any of my cosplays is stuff that I already had, like, in my wardrobe, with the exception of my camp shirts. Like, those are the things, camp shirts and a couple of headbands, but the headbands are gonna get incorporated into day-to-day just because you can't really do many hairstyles with hair this length. But I work with what I got, and it's all about, like, not being afraid to look into creating new and weird combinations between items of clothing. Or, in my case, like, the overshirt that I use for Kayla a lot, I just grabbed that for the Apollo Kids stream because I'm like, she's a lot younger than I am. I want to look small and young, so I'm going to put on this shirt that actually used to be my dad's. That way it'll help me look like I'm smaller if I'm swimming in this giant shirt. And then I've actually managed to, with the other Beck, come up with a way to incorporate that item of clothing into our characters' backstories. And so, like, by just working with what you've got, you can actually create cool character moments. Like, closet cosplay is a lot more viable than people give themselves credit for.
Yeah, I'm a weird
Yeah,
mix between. Oh, sorry, Cora.
No, you're fine. You can go.
I'll be brief, but just like so when I started cosplaying, and I to this day too. I'm a mix between closet cosplay and thrift store cosplay. And so most of my cosplay pieces come
I
from
was
the
going
thrift
to talk
store.
about thrift store cosplay.
Yes, okay, it's a good segue then. So yeah, I mostly a lot of my stuff, like even my jacket that I use for Tonks and Scarlet Witch and Jenna Bett Starlord, that was a $20 jacket from a thrift store that I had no cosplay plans for when I found it. I just saw it and knew that I could use it for something someday, so I bought it because it was $20 and a genuine leather duster. So thrift shopping is great. It takes a little bit longer because you kind of just gotta search around, but it's a good source.
Yeah, for me, I started, when I first started cosplaying, that was, I don't know how long ago that was, but it was close to a decade ago, a long time ago. I had all of this stuff in my home, like it was some stuff that I wore in my everyday wardrobe. I just went to Party City and I bought a red wig, to go with the character. And it, like, looking back on it now, it doesn't match up to my personal standards, but like it was still a good cosplay and it was totally recognizable as the character. And I think that closet cosplays are really great, and it's kind of crazy how like ingenuitive people can be with closet cosplays. But speaking about thrift store cosplays, I am a sewer, so I do a mix of closet cosplays, sewing my own cosplays, and also buying online. So those are all stuff that I do. But I think one of the most like the best results that I've gotten personally is modifying pieces that you buy from the thrift store and that you buy online. You can do so much by just going on a trip to the thrift store, and if you have just like a little bit of sewing skills, then you can change literally any piece into your cosplay and it can look really nice. And it's also really cheap, which cosplayers really love saving that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking
I definitely saw
of,
Beck messaging that she wanted to talk. Sorry, and then I would request that I would talk after.
yeah. So the quick thing I wanted to add on that like creativity side is that like you can always work with what you've got in your house, do a little bit of recycled art projects for props and accessories. Like when the idea for PJO Parentals happened, I was like, oh, I want to do Natalie Chase. But then I was also hit with the, what I kind of wanted her to have a flower crown, but I didn't have one that I thought would work. I crochet a lot. That's one of my main fidgets to deal with my ADHD. And so on a Zoom call in like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, I just crocheted a whole flower crown and hot glued the flowers onto the headband. And I was just like, okay, I just made this costume piece impulsively. And then my spear for Talia is something I made out of an old wrapping paper tube and part of a cardboard box and some gold duct tape I found in a drawer. You know,
I'm
I had to spend a lot of money.
part of what I wanted
That's
to
really
talk about,
ingenuitive.
part of what I really wanted to talk about, and I'm really glad that you mentioned it first, is buying your cosplays, because that's how I got into it. Is I would buy the costumes and put things together from that. And there's a lot of stigmas about that being wrong or not real cosplay, and like it's a total valid way of cosplaying. especially if you don't know how to sew or create your own stuff. Like, when you need these big, complex costumes, like, it's completely valid to cosplay like that. So, I mean, that's how I did Yang, both the times I did her. That's how I did Pyrrha. That's how I did Blake when I was, like, huge on the Ruby cosplay. All of my stuff now is closet cosplay, but that's because I got the Camp Half-Blood shirt when I first started reading the series. Like, I ordered that off of Amazon almost immediately. And then everything for Punk Percy, when I started doing Punk Percy, that's literally just my daily wardrobe with a wig and fake piercings thrown on. So it was an entirely, like, closet Ashley just projecting onto Percy kind of thing.
Zero has her hand up. I just want to say, we're best. All cosplay is valid cosplay. Don't, cosplay.
Yeah, all cosplay is valid. We do not gatekeep in this community.
No gatekeeping.
Since I started during quarantine, I haven't been able to really get stuff, so it's mostly cosplay. But I have gotten some wigs, which I find helpful because I switch wigs. And so
you're cutting out for me.
I couldn't hear that.
So, since I started during quarantine, I haven't been able to get a lot of stuff, so I mostly closet cosplay, but I did get some wigs, which I find helpful, because I can switch them out to different characters.
Yeah.
In the same outfit.
Having a large collection of wigs is honestly probably more cost-effective in the long run for, like, multiple different cosplays that you can do, because you can use a wig for so many different things and so many different cosplays. You can honestly, using a good wig, you can wear that and wear literally anything else and still be recognizable as a certain character.
Yeah. So multi-classing wigs is also great, like using one wig for multiple characters, as Carter kind of talked about. Like, it's great.
Like, I use my Annabeth Chase wig. I use my Annabeth Chase wig for Heather Chandler, and I've used it for Jane Seymour from Six the Musical. I've used it for a couple different cosplays, and it's so easy to just have, like, a good base of, like, you know, whatever, like a black wig, a brown wig, a blonde wig, to just have to cover your bases.
Swapping everything out is just like, if you have multiple use for one thing, it's way more handier and way more useful for your cosplay than just like, this is just for that. And that's, I was gonna say, that's technically what my first cosplay was. It was just like, okay, this is gonna just only be one, as to like only one character. This wig can't really be cut or like done in any other way but her. So I was kind of like, I was a little bit foolish with my money at the beginning, because I just really wanted, like, when you hyperfixate on one character, you're just like, anything for them. Yeah. But I mean, down the line, and thankfully from cosplaying PJO, like, I'm more like thinking long term when it comes to like cosplays and money and stuff like that. And I try to find double uses for everything, or at least be like, I'll wear this outside of cosplay and still be happy with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I use my Percy wig for almost everything at this point.
My Talia wig is my Percy wig and my John Egbert wig.
The number of people who are convinced you're a cis man is astounding to me.
Insane. It's impressive. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Also, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but I do want to apologize to Abby and Noah, who have been trying to get my attention and propose to me, both of them. So, yes, I will marry you both. We're married now.
Yeah.
It's happened. That was the
Can I
ceremony.
officiate
We
the wedding?
stand both.
Yeah. Hallmat, baby.
Definitely. I think I'm planning like 6
weddings I'm already getting married to
but...
I'm getting married to so many people at Hallmat.
I don't think getting married at Hallmat at this point.
Okay, so real fast, because we're at about our 30-minute, well, a little bit over that mark. So our Patreons of $100 get to have an ad spot on 2 live streams a month. I am making an exception though for this ad spot because this ad spot is purely out of care and concern. So a $100 Patreon easily is wanting to make sure that everybody remembers to stay hydrated and drink lots of water and just be healthy. So that's all in our ad spot for today.
Wow. That's
Just
so pure.
I know. So you like
Yeah.
usually if you subscribe as a Patreon, you're advertising a business. It's 2 live streams a month, but we don't have any other ad spots to be filming right now, anyways. And this is just such a great message that it gets lots of screen time. So
That's really sweet.
I'll do
This
it.
is so wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
and then I have a question that I picked out a while ago that I just wanted to answer just because I have a cute answer to it. But from Adam Bib XS, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be from Vibes, but I was asking what our favorite ship name from any fandom is, and I just wanted to say my favorite ship name is Pepperoni from the Marvel fandom. Tony and Pepper, their ship name is Pepperoni, and I just love it. So
I think that my favorite ship name is Starbucks from Harry Potter, which is James and Sirius. I don't even ship them that much, but like Starbucks is such an iconic ship name. Like it works really well.
That's such a good ship name. Oh my god, why did I never know
Yeah.
that? That's amazing.
One of my favorite ship names is actually for 2 Shakespearean characters, Beatrice and Benedict, in Much Ado About Nothing, because that ship name is Beadic,
Yep.
which
Iconic.
is not only hilarious, but remarkably fitting for the characters, and not technically swearing because it's part of the character's name.
Alexis D asked, how is it Starbucks? So it's star, so like Sirius is a constellation, and then Bucks, you know, like the stag, another word for stag is buck. So that's what Starbucks is.
I misread that question. I didn't see the word it, so I thought Alexis was asking how is Starbucks, and I was like, well, I'm in the capital of Starbucks here in Washington, like Seattle area, so I'm gonna tell you they're doing fine. But that was not the question. So
Yeah, I don't drink Starbucks.
I was very confused. I have
We also
actually.
talk about
Hey, Noah.
Sorry.
Julia. Noah said something.
Noah's been saying
Noah,
something
that's-
this whole time.
Noah, I love you so much. Personally, that's not my favorite ship name because that's not the answer to the question. But Storm Pilot, the most like epic ship name ever. Like we stand.
I have a
but no,
Storm
I-
Pilot print on my wall over there.
I have a drawing of them, and then I bought 2 Funko Pops of them together. My parents were like, "Why did you buy both?"
Wait,
of them?
I
And
can
I'm like,
angle-
They have to come together.
I can angle my camera so that y'all can. You can't see it, but that's a Wolf Star commission that I have. Just right up there. You can't really see the details, and I don't remember the artist, but they were at Otakon the year that there was a flood in the artist alley.
There was a who and the what now?
The artist alley ceiling started leaking.
No.
Oh
That's
no,
not
Yep.
that's the worst. On the ground, you can at least like raise it up, but it's like coming down.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, no.
Especially because in the convention center that Otakon was in, like the artist alley was in the basement. So yeah.
Ooh.
My answer for the ship name question is actually Burnt Toast, which is Katniss and Peeta from the Hunger Games.
That's
She's
such
the
a
girl
better
on fire,
name.
she's
That's
the
such a
girl
better
on
ship
fire.
name. Oh my god. That's such a better ship
I
name
just-
than what they have. Oh my gosh. I love that.
I forgot that like all of the Ruby like ship names exist because
Oh
they're
God,
all
they're all
puns
so
and they're
good.
all phenomenal. I think my favorite
I
one,
was
my
thinking of those.
favorite ship name is Nuts and Dolts.
Yes.
From
Yeah.
Ruby, but also just like all of them are really like
Bumblebee was,
ingenuitive and punny.
Like, Bumblebee is inspired.
Bumblebee is iconic.
I love
White
Bumblebee
Rose.
so much. What? I actually like. What was it? My mom gave me a patch of white that was a white rose, and I was like, haha, sweet Ruby. It was like nothing related, but I was like, yes.
So the
He's
comments
Lowe's
are
raising her hand.
asking what Abby and Ace's ship name is, and I really like Pluto suggesting ABC, but my first thought was Abe. Because I was just looking at the names of the screen. I was like, Ace, there's so many similar letters in there. How do you make it work? I'm like, just substitute the C for a B. I'm like, okay. Anyways, though.
It's actually really good.
But I think ABC is probably better. So Pluto, kudo to you for coming up with
Yeah.
the better ship name.
Cute shit names take over.
But we're thinking the same thing. We just swapped different letters. So.
Yeah. Basically the same thing. It's interchangeable. You can use it for both.
So let's see.
Oh, I saw a really cute one. Aubrey? Phrasal? For goldfish.
Wait, I think
Wait,
you
what?
cut out a little bit.
Phrasal
Someone said goldfish. So I sang
Phrasal
the
goldfish.
Yeah.
Oh, a goldfish.
That's really cute.
That's
Oh,
kind
goldfish?
of. I always
thought
called
they
it.
said goldfish.
No, goldfish.
Oh, I thought
It is goldfish.
Okay.
Goldfish,
Okay, at first I
like
thought
the
you
But
said
I would call
goldfish.
I like because goldfish could mean anybody. Like it could. There are multiple people who could fit into the fish category of that.
I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm not gonna allow it. All I'm saying is that Ace is already my goldfish because I called her that as Punk Percy.
Okay, but Ace can fit how many goldfish in her
You
collarbone?
are
How
Last
many?
year
so
was like
smooth
17 or
for a
something.
straight girl.
I was pretty sure it was 17.
But Ace might yell at me and say that they've upped their count. I don't know. We never
Yeah,
know,
Ace is like trying to up her count like so much, like threatening people. Just just
I
have someone
keep
say
buying goldfish just to test how many I can fit in my collarbone.
Noah said Abby X Ace equals perfection.
I
Noah.
can't find who said it, but someone was trying to make a ship name for me and other Beck that was just BE parentheses around the CK. And I'm
I
just
like that.
See, now it looks like I'm getting in a fight because I was told that Ace mind J back off. No, fight me.
I have a question for you guys, and also the comment section too, I guess. So I'm gonna frame this question with our story. When I read Harry Potter, I hadn't seen it in the movies, and I didn't read Harry Potter in high school, but that's another thing. I watched the first movie immediately after reading the first book. I do not recommend that. It ruins the movies for you, even if they're decent. But the whole movie, I was just waiting for that scene at the end of the first book where they're caught in the devil's snare, and Hermione's panicking. And she's panicky. She's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, and she's like, oh, fire! But I don't have any matches. And then Ron just yells at her, are you a witch or not? That was my favorite scene in the book, and I was really mad that it wasn't in the movies. So, my question is, what scene from the Percy Jackson books that, like, is kind of minor do you really, 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 really want in the movie, or the TV show, I mean?
Oh, this is a
okay.
good question.
That you'd be
I thought you were
disappointed
gonna
if
say
it
what scenes
wasn't.
I was mad what films, and I was about to go off like every single one.
No. Like, and what do you need to have in the TV show adaptation, no matter how small it is? I know Princess Pony's in the comments, but
Princess
like
is
I have
going
a
on.
lot, but my
There's
mind is
so many.
blanking. I hate it.
Jason and Laurel? What?
What?
I said Jason and
When you
Laurel.
have your hand up?
Jason and Laurel just include.
This is gonna see most of my favorite scenes like happen in my favorite book is The Last Olympian, and so I would just be like absolutely thrilled to see that adapted, but I have so many opinions on how it should be adapted, and specifically the part after Percy comes back from his mission with Charlie in the big house when they're all like sitting around the ping pong table. I want to be bawling my eyes out when Selena slams or like gets really mad at Clarice. I want to be bawling my eyes out for that scene. That scene has got to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yep.
I really need this from the first book where Percy fates. Because that kind of, at least for me, that scene alone sets up some of the tension for the rest of the story. Because like he physically
Wait, which
sees
scene?
them snip the string.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So it's like
Yep,
that
that's
sets
so
up the
epic.
tension so much that I feel like that scene needs to be in the show.
yeah. I completely agree.
I
Beck?
think this I got reminded. Oh, sorry, Beck, you go.
I really need this particular line that just became a freaking meme in my family of Tyson going, "I found powdered donuts in the wilderness." Because that's just every time my family's on a
Iconic.
road trip and we go and we find powdered donuts in a gas station, we're just like, "I found powdered donuts in the wilderness."
You made me think of what I think my requirement is. I need Tyson's peanut butter war cry in the movie.
Yes.
I need it.
And like Poseidon being
Another
like unconventional.
another requirement of mine would be from the Titan's Curse when Connor and Travis put centaur blood into Phoebe's t-shirt. And I think about that a lot. And
They're great at the
I
beginning.
really need that.
I just remember like they're trying to teach like Nico poker as well, like when he's like in the Hermes cabin. But she's
Just
like,
the
no,
Stoll
like,
brothers in general.
with
If
the
there's-
Matt learn poker, and he's like, I'm not feeling this.
I swear, if the Stolls become the Harry Potter Peeves, I'm going to be so mad.
I hope they keep
I'm gonna
the
be.
souls
They
in.
No.
Well, so
like
this
they
is
have
the
to
thing.
be. They have to be in there.
So I
They
walk
have to.
in film, like in the small film set, but still I walk kind of in film stuff. And so like Eliza would say that all the scenes gonna be in the TV series, and like I do think there's a good chance we're gonna get most of the scenes in there because it's a TV series, not a movie. But you have to give some leniency, not like the Percy Jackson movies that exist,
yeah.
but some leniency because you can't always translate everything properly into film, and you can't always fit everything in. And also, this is something that John Green, who does the Vlogbrothers YouTube channel, was talking about because he's been in the author position of movies that have been produced. And so if a book sells like X amount of copies, it could be like a really good book sell. But if a movie sells that amount of tickets, it's usually a bad movie or a bad TV series. And so you have to not just cater to the book series, you have to also cater to the general population. So some things are going to have to be a little bit different. Again, not on the level that the Percy Jackson movies are on. More like Harry Potter.
Yeah, and
I
understand that.
Yeah, mostly just because the comments were saying like every scene needs to be in there.
we're-
But these are all fan wants.
We're just scarred from the movies.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Honestly, though, the ball's pretty low, so hopefully.
Like it's like there's like it won't be as bad as the Percy Jackson movies, but like we also shouldn't raise our like bar like super high that it's just like it will never
gotta be
achieve it
careful.
kind of thing.
Don't read the
Hopefully
books.
the middle or like a like slightly above the middle.
Don't read the books within 6 months of watching the TV series. Just like it will never be as good.
Yeah.
It ruined the Harry Potter movie for me when I first did it. So like, wait, make sure there's a 6-month buffer, please.
That's probably smart.
That's
A
probably
scene-
smart.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Payne.
Payne wanted to say
Yeah.
something.
A scene I desperately need is when Nico goes into the apartment for like blue birthday cake and has that little moment because that's super great. But also, I feel like this isn't something that's underrated. It's like a pretty fairly known moment. But I just need Sally Jackson selling Gabe's statue, making a ton of money off of it, and
Yes.
After the credit scene.
money
After
down for
the
an
credit
apartment,
scene.
go to college. Like she made bank on destroying her
Yes.
abusive
on that
husband. So
note- On
that needs
note,
to be
I
in
really
there.
need like Paul
Yes.
asking Percy's permission. Like something about that scene is just so holy that I really need that scene with Paul asking Percy's permission to marry Sally.
Since we're talking about Paul Blowfist, can we have the scene where he's fighting off monsters in Last Olympian?
Yeah.
And like just kicking everyone's butt. And he's talking about like how he learned it from Shakespeare camp or something. It's so good. Iconic.
Okay, but guys,
wait,
can you just imagine seeing the scene in The Last Olympian where Percy's bathing in the river Styx and seeing Annabeth. Can you just imagine watching that on screen? Because that's obviously going to be in any adaptation.
Oh, of course.
Can I also
They
just
gotta
like
get their relationship right. If they don't, I'm suing. I'm sorry.
This is a different requirement of mine. It's not quite like what scenes I want in the books, but I kind of really want some of the people at Marvel to be involved in this project because I think Marvel Studios captures that comedy element that we need in the Percy Jackson series as well as the cool action sequences. So I kind of hope that Disney really recruits some of that Marvel talent to help them with the back end side of the production. Just because, like, that scene in Iron Man where he's like, the convention center explodes, he's like, I think I did pretty good. Explosion in the background. That's just Percy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we need that comedy genius there to, like, make the lines and make Percy come to life. And we also need them there to make the Battle of New York, because they've done a Battle of New York, look good. So
we need to keep Percy's, like, sassy thing, because, I mean, that was my biggest thing. I really don't mean to take the conversation here, but that was my biggest thing about Harry Potter. Did away with all of Harry's one-liners and sassy comebacks, and they cannot do that to Percy. They cannot do that to Malfoy.
Again, I have hope because it's a TV. Well, actually, do we know it's a TV series? Did they say if they were doing a TV series or another movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they said
TV series.
Okay, I was just like, wait, is that confirmed? Because the TV series gives me hope because you have a lot more content and time to, like, lay the plot and that kind of thing.
Also, it is complicated to do, like, this, like, the same level of, like, snark and sassiness as we get from reading from Percy's point of view, because we get his internal monologue. We don't, that's not stuff that he says out loud all the time. He does have, like, a lot of really witty one-liners, and, like, he's just a witty person. But, like, a lot of what we see from him is from his point of view.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
I understand is not possible from a TV show.
Without being really, really cringy.
Like, yeah, and also there's a certain level of, like, where it's, like, funny for him to say those things, but then sometimes, like, him saying it in his brain is different from him saying it out loud, and him saying it out loud would kind of make him be, like, it would be a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I hope they, like, make sure to keep his, like, whole skater boy aesthetic, because I find it really funny, because a lot of people picture him as a surfer boy, but he has a favorite skate shop. Like, that's
he's a skater boy. He say a later boy.
I have those, like, marked down in my, like, notes from rereading it, like, all the time. He's just like,
same.
Well, what was it? The thing, like, I was talking about this with other people of something that, like, I actually, like, it's really close to my heart and, like, weirdly important it was to me, was, like, Aphrodite's, like, scene of, like, and how, like, Rick did Aphrodite as, like, this, like, thing, like an actual, like, you cannot see her. She is always shifting and changing, and, like, what is beauty towards, like, what you think beauty is what she is. And, like, how she's always shifting, and how, like, Percy feels like he's almost in a trance talking to her. Because, like, what was it? It made me realize that, like, almost every other Aphrodite, like drawing, like, redo of her has always been just, like, blonde, skinny, eyes, like, and, like, blue eyes and stuff like that. And I was just, like, the way that Rick did her was, like, the first thing that was like, wow, this actually feels, like, really creative when it's coming to the goddess of love, like, instead of just, like...
Yeah. We need to have, like, 10 or 20 different actresses cast as of Aphrodite, basically.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
Or, like, they do it really smart filming where, like, you never see her, but you know her presence is there, and you see, like, people being like, whoa. And, like, yeah, but, like, that was just super important to me, and I would be happy with just, like, 20 actors or, like, never see her or anything like that. But I just don't want her just to be a single person. It's just like, this is beauty.
Different actress for each episode she shows up in.
Yeah. Because, like, that was such a huge thing for me.
One thing I want to say real fast, we can go back to talking about the adaptation in a second, but somebody was, Yellowtail in the comments was saying that we, asking can we organize to all read the books together before the series, like a book club. I think we could probably actually do that. I'm not going to promise it yet, but I'll talk to all of these peeps and all the people involved in our panels to see if maybe we should do a once a week stream that's just book club, and like maybe post a schedule and everyone can read along with us. But
I think Beck wants to say something.
Yeah, along those lines, I've been meaning to talk to you about I don't know if anyone else here has listened to the podcast Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, but it's one where a couple of Divinity School students end up going through the Harry Potter books chapter by chapter and reading them through different themes and using different, in their case, they're usually practices that are used on religious texts to read these books more carefully, and it's a really cool, fun thing. And
Maybe I will talk to you guys more after I don't think I have the literary knowledge to be a part of that podcast, and podcasting would be small, but I might be willing to produce that podcast if a couple people in our pool of several people want to be on
And this is probably
that.
something we want to talk about
on
the live stream.
So we're just gonna leave it at there. It's fine, yeah.
It came up
There's some
and my
things-
brain got happy.
No, you're so
yeah.
valid.
So I'm just gonna say we're gonna talk. We might do a book club live stream format, and there might be a podcast. Who knows? But that's all we're gonna say now, and we'll talk more off live stream, and you guys can just watch our TikToks to see if we do anything. So, anyways, though, do we want to answer different questions? We want to go back to talking about the adaptation because we could do either.
I think most of the questions are adaptation. I'm not sure though.
This is the adaptation
Which I'm
live.
fine with.
Which is fine. I was expecting
We
to
changed it. Rick was like, "Oh, we need to make it adaptation."
It's a good thing it was an out of character live today. This would be difficult to talk about in character.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck
They'd be
I
like,
agree.
"So there's like a TV show about us," like just like trying to like.
I really hope that they actually title all of the episodes with the chapter titles. Like, can you
Oh my
imagine?
God.
Oh my god!
That
It's
would be
totally a
so
missed
cool.
opportunity.
That
It's
is
a missed
Oh
opportunity.
my god, just imagine the pilot episode titled I Vaporized My Pre-Algebra.
I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher.
Algebra teachers are scared for life.
Just imagine I'm so hyped about this.
I'm just really excited. I'm sad that this is gonna take a while because no film productions are currently filming and they've always got to do
Yeah.
production. But something exciting that I learned.
This is why
I
they
didn't-
should have done an animation, because everybody can be in their own little
Well,
room.
wait, no,
and
this
just
is the
email
thing
each
though. Wait,
other.
wait. I have a thing. Okay, sorry. So I just found out, because I do film stuff and this is interesting to me, I found out that The Mandalorian was actually filmed in front of gigantic LCD TV screens, and all the backdrops were the big landscapes were big TV screens. This is an actual thing that Disney did. They bought giant TV screens that they use for VR. And so they can actually start pre-production and begin designing background sets, because Disney owns these screens where they can start doing pre-production and build these sets in isolation. So that's exciting. That might speed things up a little bit. We don't have to wait for backdrops to be painted.
Also, making fake armors and swords and stuff like that for the camps can be done in isolation. Please. I just
Yeah,
want
a
swords
lot of
so bad.
pre-production stuff can be done during quarantine when there's not
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
So someone in the comments was saying, imagine Percy Jackson just narrating the whole show. That's why I think I know it's cheesy, but the show to begin with, he's like, you see, my name's Percy Jackson. You want to know how I got here? Well, here's my whole backstory.
I didn't know.
I just think those
Also-
are the
wait.
cheesy ways.
I didn't want
Also,
I didn't want to be a half-blood.
somebody was saying that
I
it'd be
didn't know
I
that.
awesome
can't stop singing.
if they did cosplay cameos this series, and I'm also kind of hopeful for this because, again, another Mandalorian fact, apparently that's all I have, in that one of the scenes where they had a lot of stormtroopers in the Mandalorian, they actually didn't have enough stormtrooper costumes, and they pulled in the 500, the people that cosplay the really high standard. They brought those people in to come cosplay on set and be in the film for that scene because they didn't have enough stormtrooper costumes, but I can't remember the name of the Star Wars Legion. I think they're different numbers for each
It's
Legion.
500
Frost.
Wait. Yeah, it's
I think-
50.
yeah, okay.
500
I wasn't sure if it was
50
different for each
501.
region, but yeah. So they brought in that group of cosplayers to come in and do the background characters. So that would be kind of cool.
It's
I mean,
it's the same. 501st
Yeah.
is the same. Just it's a nationwide.
Okay, I wasn't sure
think
if
it might
they
be a worldwide thing.
I wasn't sure if they changed the number depending on what region. Like if they had scout troop numbers. I wasn't sure. So
I don't know. I'm not super involved with that, but I do know that Star Wars cosplayers are phenomenal.
yeah. So anyways, though, there's some
Yes.
precedents though. Disney did bring in some Star Wars cosplayers for the Mandalorian, so maybe Camp Half.
Yeah, although that would be really cool. However, the caliber that Star Wars cosplayers are on is crazy because to be in the 501st, you have to have costumes that meet the certain regulations. And
So-
we as Percy Jackson cosplayers just do not have that. We can't even have the same freaking Camp
What
Jupiter
I'm
t-shirt.
hearing,
Or the
what
same
I'm
Camp Half-Blood t-shirt.
wait, what I'm hearing is that during
They're all
isolation,
different.
Per person.
what I'm hearing during isolation is that I should design an entire 500 Frost styled Percy Jackson Legion, so we can be legit enough to be background characters. Is that what I'm hearing?
Iconic. Yeah,
that
I think
what I
that's
should be
obviously
doing?
that totally feasible in the amount of time.
Do I need to write a handbook?
Yes.
Do I need to make regulations with the help of princess ponies and other people that
Yeah.
have bigger brains than I do
And
when
we
it comes
start
to
doing
canon?
everything, like, Snail's honor.
Princess is
Like,
just a
oh my
walking PJO encyclopedia, so
This-
yes.
This
Oh,
live
yeah,
stream is
especially
just
from
full
last
of
night.
me
Like, it'll be
committing to
scouring
things I
through
shouldn't.
any canon to find the right. Oh yeah.
I think this is
I
might have to
was just
happen. I
joking.
don't. I feel like this is just me committing to
Everybody-
too many things, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's just like everybody's already joking that they just want to be a background character. Like what was the princess
Like,
did say that like
character that gets
that they
taken.
wanted to be like the person that dies by getting dragged away by a wolfhound.
No, I was literally about to say, can I be the person who gets mauled by a hellhound that Percy just casually mentions?
Oh, the number of dead Apollo children is truly staggering.
I just want to be a
Apollo kids be dying like flies.
Okay, somebody was saying, imagine if Rick trolled us and gave us fake casting to upset us, and I was like, he wouldn't do that. And then I was like, wait, the dedication on House of Hades? Yeah, he would do that.
He would do that.
I just had to remember that freaking dedication. Oh my goodness.
Also, I saw a lot of things about like Rick as Chiron, Rick as Paul Blowfist, Rick this or that. I would be for Rick as Paul Blowfist because I'm pretty sure Princess told us that Sally is based off of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she is.
That would be
that
so
was joke in like my secondary
would
school
be-
that
I would
he was
theoretically-
doing research.
Yeah, I think it would fall flat, and also he's not an actor, so
Yeah.
and Paul, it's not like a cameo thing. Paul
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
have to
Paul's
be like an
constant.
actor. He has like it would be
Paul's the
it could be an
character has
actor
acting.
cameo, but not
we-
a writer cameo.
Also,
Can we
here's my
get
suggestion.
can we get Stan
Rick
Lee?
Riordan.
Wait, can we get Rick Riordan as Stan Lee in the Percy Jackson series, please? Please,
Yes.
I need him as a
Yes.
Stan Lee cameo.
Yes.
He is
Every
technically
episode.
the scribe. He is technically the scribe.
Or
of
at
the
least
cast
every
and, like,
season. Sorry.
yes.
Here's my
What was
idea.
it?
What if we just have Rick as the front desk guy? Like the
I
one.
was
Yes,
being he's like watching the terrible
That's
movie.
perfect. That is perfect.
Abby keeps saying
so
Paul
good.
Rudd for Paul Blowfist, and I love that idea so much.
I like that idea too.
Okay, but Ewan McGregor for Chiron.
John Mulaney is Blackjack. I like that.
Yeah.
I think we need to
Ewan
do a
McGregor for
casting
Chiron
live.
and Oscar Isaac for Poseidon.
Yes. Discussion so many times. I
Like,
love
actor's
it.
name.
I'm not
We
asking
all know
for
Danny
Paul-
DeVito's gotta be
Mr.
Mr. D.
D.
Wait.
Mark Hamill
Ooh,
for Mr. D.
Mr. D would
Those
be.
two. You know, Danny DeVito could also do one of the Cloven Eldor's characters.
Well, I was thinking him for Coach Hedge if we got that far.
I
for-
forgot that he was the Coach Hedge casting. Never mind, he's not gonna
Jeff
be on the Cloven
Goldblum
Eldor's.
is one of the party ponies.
Is he young enough to do
Jack
Just
Coach
another
Hedge?
Disney cameo.
Like, is he
Have
gonna
the
be up for
Tiger
that?
Face.
I don't know. I was
What
trying to
was the
remember
party
what like
pony?
I was thinking of him as, but he was somebody chaotic.
I'm not actually suggesting this.
Yeah.
I keep saying John Mulaney for Blackjack, which is a genius idea, but here's a slightly cursed idea. Percy narrating for Blackjack, like in Frozen with
I love it!
Reindeer.
I love it!
That would be
Wait,
so
yes.
iconic.
Yes!
Oh my
That
god,
would be
that's
cursed.
so
Hey, speaking of
iconic.
Frozen, I don't know if this is actually a good idea, but maybe, oh my goodness, why am I blanking on his name? Jonathan Groff as, like, Apollo or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I
wait,
think that might work.
Wait, Carter, were you the one that said Aaron Tveit for Apollo, or was that someone else? Someone
Yes.
said something about Aaron Tveit
That
being
was me.
Apollo,
That was
and
me. I was
told-
Aaron Tveit
Okay.
as Apollo.
Genius
Yep.
fan casting right there.
Thing, they're gods, so technically their forms can change like throughout the thing. You can have different actors like this thing swapped in.
Yeah,
if you
but
can't
I
get
want to
one
stare at
actor.
Aaron Tveit for so long.
I feel like though that's
Yeah,
also
you will
unlikely
for
though,
an
just
episode.
because of
He
cost
transformed into a
and
homeless man, guys. They might need to swap out people.
I find it I don't know. I don't want to question AGs, but I think film industry wise it might be a little bit unlikely just because that could be hard for the audience who's not committed and dedicated to follow if you change actors for a character repeatedly. But
he does transform into a homeless man. Like, how are they going to do that?
they might do an actor
for
change
example-
just for that scene, but I find it like it's probably gonna be pretty far and few and in between, but I don't know. But I don't know. I'm excited. I haven't really thought about fan casting. I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I think my biggest thing is like, and this was probably such a petty issue with the Percy Jackson movies. Don't make the gods British.
Yeah, they're supposed to be American because they're following the
why are
center
they
of
British?
power, right?
The idea of them is that they moved to America a while back.
Yeah.
God about that.
If
Why did you
anything, they
make
should
me
have New
remember
York
that?
accent.
Also,
Yeah,
linguistics-wise, we've literally never had, like, the British accent in America.
That's true,
Not
yeah.
getting into that. That's
The
just...
Boston accent is more original British than the actual British accent. But that's on linguistics.
But yeah, that's my thing. Just don't make the gods British.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. I've kind of
Like a
blocked all of it from my
no-brainer.
memory.
Oh my god. Why must I be reminded of these horrible things? Every time I'm on like a call, it's just somebody brings up something else about the movies that I blanked out, and then I have to forcefully remember it.
Oh, we
What
lost
happened?
Julia. Ah!
Juliet, no.
Oh no.
Oh, Julia's back.
Juliet.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying
I'm
to get
gonna
back.
And
preface this
I
with
got
that
it.
I don't know. I haven't done too much research at all, so I don't really have any nuanced, smaller actor suggestions. But I kind of feel like The Rock should play Chiron, not Chiron, but Chiron. I don't know. I just feel like it would fit.
That would be so
Or
funny.
wait, or what's his name? Nick, the guy that plays Nick Fury. I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, Samuel L. Jackson could also do Chiron. I think pretty good. I feel like they've got a similar
No,
vibe.
I can't have Samuel L. Jackson in another Disney Run thing because I can't watch a movie without him using the F-bomb every other. Like, I need Samuel L. Jackson to toss up, and he can't do that with Disney.
That's true. I mean, he cussed
Yeah.
in the Avengers movies. But
Yeah,
that's-
in Avengers he doesn't curse,
And-
but...
well, he does curse
He
a couple of
doesn't
times.
he
Not
get
the F word, but he does say like not all the
Yeah.
other words. And then like they swear.
He
in
doesn't say the
Mandalorian.
F-bomb.
I don't know though. I
But
don't know if
he's-
they're doing what rating they're doing right now for the PGO series. Probably not PG-13. I think it's probably gonna be PG, but
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure Rick
Yeah.
is gonna keep it PG because it's a kid. Like,
yeah.
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
any of
Well,
us
that was
like,
his issue
really
with the
against,
movies.
were all
like,
adults, but it's
he
a
was really
children's
against, like,
book.
yeah. He did not like them
For the
being
movies.
aged.
Yeah.
And I guess there's no precedence. Like they don't swear on the books really at all. So I got
that's only, like,
distracted by
later
Samuel L.
on with their-
Jackson.
Yeah.
I forgot
the
that we
most
Only
they
had.
swear
later
is when
on
they're
with the
either
characters.
damn, it's just a pun.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
What was it? The only time he like pretends like to make the characters swear, like as in like words that can technically sound like swear words, is like when the characters are like 16 or like around that age, like above
Yeah.
or down. That's the only time he's like, okay, let's maybe tease swear words more
Or, you know-
more so than I did at damn.
Or, you know, when
And,
they're not,
like,
when they're not speaking English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the episode sometimes says like Percy cursed.
Oh yeah,
and it
take
just
the
say
firefly
curse.
root out of it.
Yeah. So what was it? Yeah, he was not for like having them older and like making like any inappropriate jokes like in the movies because like he was just like, this is supposed to be a kids movie. Why the hell would you do that?
Don't sex up my children's series.
Yeah.
So, customers also ask, like, how are they gonna handle Percy, like, when they swear on breath? It's probably just gonna be mumbled, like, inaudible. I'm assuming.
Or they're just gonna replace it, like, they might just do the Rick thing where
It's-
they replace it with some really weird,
Well,
Dolphin sound effects.
that just reminds me of in How to Train Your Dragon when Astrid starts swearing. She's like, "Son of a half troll, radiating lunch bucket," like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they
Where it's
mostly
like-
cross in Greece, so no one's going to even know what they're saying, most likely, except for people who speak Greek. But
Yeah, they could swear in Greek.
Well, because again, like when they're swearing
The
in Greek,
Greeks
it's
can
not
hear the
actual,
swear words.
it's not actual like curse words, but it's like curses, where it's
Also
like go to the
ancient
crows
Greek.
or eat my pants. Like they're curses,
Yeah.
not curse words.
Yeah, actually that could work. People could just like, it's instead of actual curse words, it's curses, like as like that. So technically, like they get their frustrations out like how we would.
Stephanie Soria just said, "Ah, fiddlesticks, this really ruffles my feathers."
Please.
I remember, so I don't swear very often. I pretty much only say the word badass because I can't find a good non-swearing replacement for that word. But in high school, I was the stage manager for my high school crew, and I had a no swearing rule on my stage. And so I told people, if you want to swear, I'll swear on ice cream flavors. And so they'd swear on like Ben and Jerry ice cream flavors for my benefit.
Hazel, I love you so much, but as a stage manager, I would curse so much in front of my crew kids, and like some of them were definitely not into it. But I let them swear over headset. They just weren't allowed to swear in front of my director.
No swearing in front of me was my rule. I don't swear in general just because I don't know, it's part of my religious beliefs, so I don't swear. But
that's totally fair.
I'm a terrible
Except
person.
Trying
I
to
could
be
make a
better at
soda
it. Like
cry.
ever since I saw that Hazel was just like, I don't like it, and I don't really use that much. I was like, I'll try my best, because like swearing like a sailor was just a thing of my friend group and stuff. And now I feel bad every time I do it.
it's
like
fine
that.
though. Like, I honestly don't care that much anymore. Like, I've just kind of moved on from caring about it.
Okay. Princess just
Sorry.
mentioned the audio that's like, I keep cursing in ice cream flavors.
I love that audio.
I officially ask Hazel to do that audio.
If you guys
Please,
send it to me,
please.
I'll do
Hazel,
it.
please.
Send it to me and I'll
send
do
it
it.
to you. I'll find it
Okay.
and send it to you.
I will do it
Hazel
if you
is
send it
such
to
an
me.
icon, guys.
We love Hazel.
But I've
Can we just change this into Hazel Appreciation Hours?
That'll work.
Hazel,
Because
you're amazing.
she really is out here doing all of the
that was
technical stuff for these streams, and she's such a good organizer, and she has so many spreadsheets. I'm so impressed. I'm impressed every day that she does something. Like, it's always so crazy, and she always gets it together like right in time.
And like the
Guys.
24-hour stream, can we talk? She's
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
that was like
Oh yeah,
Filled out
quick
my
plug
thing
though.
yet. I just try to figure out times. Like,
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna
oh
put a
yeah,
schedule
time
on
zones
like
can be difficult.
Monday, I think.
yeah.
Is
What?
it also- I
Your
think I'm-
your scheduling skills are amazing, and you always know how to like put cosplayers together that work well together, and like characters that work well together, and it's really impressive.
Thanks. I mean, I am a stage manager / assistant director. The number of call sheets I've handled, but
I feel that.
Like, I would feel confident if I just left everything up to Hazel and it's like, Hazel, plan out my hall, and I feel curious.
I mean, you cut out for most of that sentence, but I agree with you.
Believe it.
I am an event
That's what
planner.
you say.
But
Basically,
What
I
was
love
it?
Hazel. Hazel's the best, and we would be nowhere without Hazel. So, Hazel appreciation.
also
Yeah,
coming
none of this
soon,
would be
our
happening without
super
Hazel.
legit cosplayer Legion. Wait, can we brainstorm
Yes.
ideas? What would we call it? The 12th Legion, or Please give me ideas. I need ideas because
Well,
this
the
might
12th
happen.
Legion is already a thing, so
Yeah.
maybe a different number, but it's a legion.
What number though?
What if we come up with
Is there a
canon?
significant?
What,
I don't know if there's a
Is there-
cutoff
what
once.
if we come up with a cabin? Like, we're like cabin 20 or something.
Well, there's
for
probably.
ideas.
Guys,
We
I mean,
need
they
ideas.
have
Cabin
they
20.
keep adding cabins. Like, that's a thing that they keep adding. So I feel like there's gonna be an.
spreadsheet.
Cabin Infinity.
Yeah, starting with the spreadsheet, it's
Guys,
time.
28.
The
that's, like,
28th.
literally us.
The 28th Legion. I kind of love that, but
I kind of like the 28th.
Yes.
Yeah, the 28th Legion.
Yes.
nobody's gonna get it except for the people that watch our live streams.
Yeah,
But
we're
you
the
know
28th
what?
Legion.
But it's okay.
Is
do
it
we,
legit enough?
do
Does
we
it sound
understand
legit?
what 501st means? I don't know.
Yeah, how'd they
It
come up with
probably means
501?
something
Like,
important, but I'm not a Star Wars cosplayer. I don't know that.
I don't know it either. We'll just pretend
looks
like
like
it's something
everyone is
significant,
saying
and everybody's
28.
gonna be confused. Everybody's gonna be like, "What? I don't remember that happened." We're like, "No, just think really hard. It happened. That's the thing from the books. Don't question us. You really think you know more than us?" No, like all of us agree.
Yeah, it's the 28th. We're the 28th Legion.
We have Princess on our side. Do not pretend you know more than us.
Oh no. Tell that
Princess
to
knows
We're
more than the
Princess and
PGO
Julia.
wiki, okay?
tell that to the 53 question Kahoot last night.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure Princess knows more information than Rick, because Rick has gone on record saying he forgets character names.
Well, I
whereas
had to
Princess
arrange.
remembers
He
the
for-
color of Percy's
He
shoelaces.
forgot. He forgot what Selena's description was.
Multiple times.
And, like, fortunately it worked out that, like, you know, she was a daughter of Aphrodite who, in canon, like, can shapeshift. But that was not on purpose for Selena, and he has admitted that.
Yeah. Well,
And that's
also,
why,
I had
like-
to rain on Princess's parade a little bit today because Princess was talking about how they better include Jason and Laura. I'm like, well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Princess, but because Rick Gordon forgot Jason and Laura, I don't think he's gonna be advocating for them.
Oh no! That's why we have to. We have to advocate.
Okay.
We have
Blow
to
up Twitter,
advocate for
hashtag
him.
Jason and Laura. No.
He just includes Jason and Laurel in the background, and all you see is a zoom as they run by.
Can we wait? What should the hashtag be on Twitter? Hashtag Jason and Laura. Hashtag.
Hashtag Jorel.
There we go.
Hashtag-
Hashtag
Save Jorel.
TTC Titus Gorse.
The
Blow it
other
up.
Jason and Laurel.
Let's have it trend right below Percy Jackson.
Tweet at
Yes.
Rick. Hashtag Jorel.
Oh, is Percy Jackson trending right now? 'Cause
Yeah.
It is.
I'm
And
not
supposedly
surprised.
Logan Lerman said something, but I haven't looked at it. But people
Wait,
are
what?
texting me that some
Wait,
Logan
what?
Lerman said something. I
I
can't
have
look.
my phone. I'm looking.
Oh.
I don't follow him on
Supposedly
Twitter,
he
but
said
I'll
something.
find him.
Immediately.
Supposedly he dragged someone, but I haven't looked at it. Someone texted me. They're like, Logan Lerman dragged himself, and I don't know what he said.
Okay, I found it. It's
We
the first
love
one there.
drama.
Are you guys ready for this? I found it. It says
Oh my God.
excited. Okay, he retweeted Variety that tweeted about Disney Plus adapting Percy Jackson. He said, "Excited to see this. Hope it gets the adaptation the books deserve. Congrats at Rick Gordon."
Oh,
No, it's good.
sweet.
It's wholesome. It's wholesome. We're good.
That's so sweet.
Like,
mine. Oh my God.
A cameo. I was
Okay,
not-
so currently on Tumblr, number 1 that's trending is Eurovision, and number 2 is Percy Jackson.
Of course, Eurovision's number 1.
Yeah.
What can he?
Genuinely, I'm glad that Logan tweeted that because I do.
And Disney
feel,
Plus is trending on Tumblr because of Percy Jackson right now.
I have a
I do
question.
feel really bad for all of the actors, especially
definitely.
Logan. Like they got so much hate, and it's like it's not their fault. They
Well,
were
Oh my
Logan
God, it's
Lerman
not their
actually
fault. That's
does look like an older Percy. Like I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so
Who-
Yeah.
who could he cameo as? Like, let's fan
Percy.
cast him. Who
Go-
could he
100.
cameo as?
anyone. I just want a good thing where it's just like, hey, like, look, isn't this like nice, and should we like appreciate and not be mean to this guy?
I
Yeah.
think we
Give
could.
a good
I get
face.
though. Like, who could he cameo as? Like, what god? What minor character could he just pop in as? That's like an older
You could
character.
see a god that like Percy sees when he's going up to
Triton.
deliver the lightning bolt. Remember, like he like some people are like,
Triton.
this, like, yeah.
Guys.
Oh my god, it's the
Yeah,
whole
make him
cast
Triton.
from like Sea of Monsters.
Guys.
Like your gods being like, oh shit.
Beck's trying to get our attention.
Right.
If who Logan Lerman could pop in as? Triton.
Oh, I like
Percy's
that.
immortal
Hey,
older
you're
brother.
Wait,
Your
yes.
mind. Oh my God.
Okay, we got 2
Oh,
hashtags
yes.
out, guys. We need a hashtag
Logan
for this.
Lerman.
Yeah,
Logan
because people
Lerman
kept
from
saying that he
Triton
should be
Who
Poseidon, but
appears
no.
in one of the
Yes.
later seasons.
He's
Yeah.
not.
One of the later
He's
books.
too young to
One of
be
the
Thank
later
you.
seasons,
People
so-
But
keep on
he's-
saying that. I'm like, he's a little too young for that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Triton,
Because
I like that. Okay.
looks like a dad. He's
Yeah.
he's a hot dad, but he looks like a dad.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
Oscar
Logan Lieberman,
Isaac,
I
thank
think,
you.
could play a great
Doesn't
Triton.
Logan have like gray hairs now? I think so.
Yes,
I think he
me-
has gray hair.
But his face doesn't
You-
look old.
So,
Like, his
do-
face doesn't
I've
fit.
got
He has gray hair, and everyone was like, all the Percy Jackson fandom was like, oh my God, he held up this guy.
I mean, people with dark hair though. So my husband has really dark hair, and he's only 24, and he has gray hair, like a lot of it already. Like he almost has salt and pepper hair now. It's ridiculous. But,
Yeah, I've
anyways,
got friends like that too.
yeah, dark hair grays fast
Work.
apparently.
I love it.
I really think. Okay, can we like bloat Twitter with hashtag draw TTC and also hashtag legal
Logan
men for
Lerman for trade.
yeah. We need to
I
do
also
it.
12-year-old Logan Lerman, Percy Jackson who? Watch it.
It can work though. That would just be so nice. I'm just like, I just it'd be such a good fate type of thing. I love that.
1 second, I'm tweeting now.
I'll retweet once my computer is like not dead.
I would retweet if I was active on Twitter in the slightest.
I don't have any following me on Twitter,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
active
tweet
on
anyways.
Twitter.
It's fine.
Transfer
I used
my
to
account
actually.
to it.
My biggest accomplishment is when I first made like my cosplay Twitter with my cosplay group. We actually had Kara, who's the voice of Weiss in Ruby, following our Twitter.
Oh my god.
And then she unfollowed, which I'm like, fair. We don't have anything that you need to see. But like, she followed it at one point.
Okay, so
I just
are we doing like
Twitter
this?
and I made my anime account like a Percy Jackson account out of nowhere.
I support.
Logan. Okay, 1 second. For Trident. I hope this doesn't get confused with the Disney Little Mermaid adaptation, but
I know, right? When he said that, I was like, the guy from no. Then I was like, no, we're talking about Percy Jackson here.
and also like no, we need somebody that not legally in for the Trident in Little Mermaid. That doesn't make sense, but okay.
In fact, that was such a big brain moment.
Don't start pushing buttons.
So, like,
It's 16:23.
Okay, I'm tweeting. I'm sorry, that took forever, but I'll tweet about draw after the stream. I just was too excited
I'm
about
trying to work out what I just said.
Trident.
I'm pretty sure it's a little bit past our
Yeah, it
hours,
is.
slot.
We got too excited. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I've got
the tweet
a
is up.
blinding dog.
This is Rick's fault.
Oh.
Blame it on Rick. If he hadn't announced it today, our live stream would have been.
That's
Yeah.
true. We would have been
It's all
timely.
his doing.
It's all Rick's fault.
I also do want to point out how I kind of forgot that we were answering out of character because like in character we can't exactly say, oh, I have to let my dog out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to go retweet our campaign to get Logan Lieberman as Trident, I'm same at
Yes.
Hazel the Writer on Twitter.
Guys.
So
Let's make this a campaign.
I've already got some people
Campaign.
retweeting, but yes, it's
Okay.
same at. You can find me anywhere on the internet basically by searching Hazel the Writer. I've coined that. That's mine. So
It's such a good brand.
I'm
I
so
love how that's
surprised that
different.
it wasn't taken at any point. Like besides on Facebook. On Facebook, somebody took the name Hazel the Writer, and that's not even their name. It's the whole thing. But we're
All
good.
right, should we sign off?
Yeah,
We probably
like,
should. Okay. Thank you to everybody that
I'm
watched. We really appreciate everybody. One second, I'm trying to get our outro music up. We have outro music now.
Vince, the
Yeah.
outro music.
Oh, we do? That's amazing.
We do.
Stay
It's
safe,
copyright
guys.
free.
Stay healthy.
Stay
Yes,
safe, stay
stay safe.
hydrated.
Stay
Wear a
healthy.
mask, wash your hands.
Take this virus seriously.
Yes.
Even if your state governments aren't.
Yes.
Agreed.
Love you guys.
Stay
You guys
6
are all
feet
amazing.
apart.
yeah.
You're all amazing. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.